What are brown spots? Hyperpigmentation. Brown spots, or hyperpigmentation, are areas of the skin that appear darker than the surrounding skin due to an excess production of melanin, the pigment that gives skin its color. These spots commonly develop with age, leading to the term age spots. But they can also be caused by sun exposure, hormonal changes, or skin inflammation. The most common types of hyperpigmentation include sunspots or liver spots, which is caused by prolonged exposure to the sun's UV rays, and melasma, which often triggered by hormonal changes, particularly during pregnancy or when using oral contraceptives, leading to darker patches on the face. Brown spots can appear as small, dark patches or larger, uneven skin tones, often on the face, hands, shoulders, or other areas exposed to sunlight. Barbaraoneill, a well-known health educator and author, often advocates for natural remedies and holistic health practices. Coming up is the Barbara's answer to the question regarding brown spots during the Q&A session.
All right, for our big Q&A session, Lori gets to go first. Please, if you could help me, I have brown spots all over my face. I've had it told to me that it's melasma or sun pigmentation, but I don't know that I think it's any of that. It's too much. I hardly have any spot on my face. I mean, I think any spot without the spots. So, Barbara, do you know what that is and what Lori could do?
Well, it sounds very much to me like there's a hormone aspect here, because the fact is we've been living under the sun for a long, long time. But what we're finding that this condition is not uncommon when there's a hormonal imbalance.
Causes of brown spots. Brown spots are primarily caused by an overproduction of melanin in the skin. Several factors contribute to this excess production. Number 1. Sun exposure. UV radiation. UV rays from the sun can trigger the skin to produce more melanin as a defense mechanism to protect deeper skin layers from damage. Over time, repeated exposure to UV rays leads to an accumulation of melanin in certain areas, causing sunspots or age spots. Ultraviolet UVA and UVB rays are particularly responsible for this process. Tanning beds can also cause similar pigmentation changes due to the artificial UV light. Number 2. Hormonal changes. Melasma, or hormonal hyperpigmentation, occurs when hormonal fluctuations trigger an overproduction of melanin. This often happens during pregnancy, due to oral contraceptives, or as a result of hormone replacement therapy (HERT). Melasma is more common in women but can also affect men. Hormonal changes during menopause can also cause age spots to appear more prominently, as estrogen and progesterone levels fluctuate. Number 3. Aging. As we age, our skin's ability to regenerate and repair itself slows down. This leads to uneven melanin distribution over time. The skin becomes thinner and more vulnerable to sun damage, and this may result in dark spots or pigmentation irregularities. Number 4. Inflammation or skin injury. Inflammatory skin conditions such as acne, eczema, or psoriasis, or trauma to the skin such as cuts, burns, or scrapes can lead to post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation (PIH). After the skin heals, excess melanin is produced in the affected area, causing a dark spot to form. Number 5. Genetics. Some people may be genetically predisposed to developing hyperpigmentation, especially in areas prone to sun exposure. Family history can play a role in how easily a person develops age spots or sunspots. Number 6. Medications. Certain medications, such as oral contraceptives, hormone replacement therapy (HERT), and some antibiotics, can increase sensitivity to the sun and lead to hyperpigmentation, especially when exposed to UV rays.
I know as a lady that had 7 babies, whenever I was pregnant, I'd have some brown marks appear on my face. After I'd given birth, they'd ease away. And you'll notice with medicine, they give you a name, but they don't tell you the cause, they don't tell you the cure. Sometimes they blame the sun, but the fact is, the sun may be a factor, and it is true you can overuse the sun, but many people today underuse the sun. You know when you've overdone the sun? Because the skin burns. So it is true that overuse to the sun in times past could possibly be a factor, but it sounds to me like it could be a hormonal imbalance. And in America, in fact, every country I go to, I get people to look for local wild yam creams. In Psalm 114, the Bible says that God gave herbs for the service of man. And you talked earlier, Scott, about some herbs that you spray your nose and throat when you get a cold. I just thank God for those herbs. And so the cream that can balance the hormones is a wild yam cream. And I know that Living Springs have a few wild yam creams, and I know that Living Springs will not sell anything if it has chemicals in it, so please explore their store. Now, once you apply this yam cream, you apply it to different parts of the body every time you apply it. It's not necessarily to the skin. What's happening in the face is an indication of deeper in the body of this hormonal imbalance. It could take several months, but most people with a hormonal imbalance, and I have to tell you that probably over 80% of people today do have a hormonal imbalance, and that's a whole nother subject. There's a whole lot of reasons for that. But the balancing, it may take a few months. I suggest most people that go on the cream to keep it up for at least a year.
Barbara frequently discusses the benefits of wild yam in her teachings, primarily focusing on its role in hormonal health rather than as a direct treatment for brown spots hyperpigmentation. While she emphasizes the importance of balancing hormones and supporting the body's natural processes, her approach tends to focus on overall well-being rather than isolated beauty or cosmetic treatments. What is wild yam? Wild yam is a climbing plant native to North America, known for its tuberous roots that contain compounds such as diastenin. Diastenin is a phytoestrogen, meaning it mimics the hormone estrogen in the body. Because of this, wild yam has been traditionally used to address hormonal imbalances, alleviate symptoms of menopause, and support reproductive health. In skincare, wild yam extract is often included in creams and lotions because of its purported ability to balance skin health, improve hydration, and support overall skin vitality. When applied topically, wild yam may have mild anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and moisturizing effects, which is why it is commonly used in formulations targeting signs of aging, including wrinkles and brown spots. Although Barbaraoneill doesn't specifically focus on wild yam as a treatment for brown spots, age spots, or sunspots, she does explain how hormonal changes can influence skin health and the development of such spots. Here's how she might connect wild yam to brown spots. Number 1. Hormonal fluctuations and skin health. Barbara often discusses how hormonal imbalances such as during menopause or pregnancy can lead to melasma or age spots due to increased melanin production. Since wild yam is known for its ability to help balance estrogen levels, Barbara may suggest that it could support hormonal equilibrium, indirectly preventing or reducing the appearance of hormonal pigmentation issues like melasma or brown spots. Number 2. Anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. Barbara also speaks about how natural ingredients like wild yam have anti-inflammatory properties. While not a direct treatment for pigmentation, soothing inflammation could help reduce the likelihood of developing post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation (P) after skin irritation or injury. Number 3. Support for overall skin health. By promoting hormonal balance, skin hydration, and elasticity, wild yam may support the skin's overall health and resilience, which could make it less prone to sun damage and the development of sunspots or age spots. Barbara might encourage the use of wild yam cream as part of a holistic approach to maintaining healthy skin, particularly for older individuals experiencing age-related pigmentation.
That's right, and what the cream does is it boosts the production of progesterone, and progesterone's mother hormone. She keeps the balance of everything else, and her nickname is happy hormone. So even if you don't know if you have a problem or not, it's not going to hurt to do it, because I'd like to suggest we can't have too much happiness today.
Wild yam and hormones. A natural phytoestrogen. Wild yam contains diastenin, a compound known as a phytoestrogen. Phytoestrogens are plant-derived compounds that can mimic estrogen in the body. Estrogen is a key hormone that influences a variety of bodily functions, including skin health. Wild yam itself doesn't contain estrogen, but diastenin can be chemically converted into synthetic estrogen, though this process happens in the lab, not in the human body. This hormone-like activity has led to the use of wild yam in supporting hormonal balance, particularly for women going through menopause or perimenopause. During menopause, estrogen levels drop significantly, leading to various skin changes, including increased dryness, loss of elasticity, and a higher tendency to develop pigmentation issues like brown spots. Because of its estrogenic effects, wild yam has been promoted for its potential to balance hormones and address skin concerns associated with estrogen loss. The connection between hormones, skin, and brown spots hormones, particularly estrogen, play a significant role in the health of our skin. Estrogen helps maintain collagen production, skin elasticity, and hydration, all of which can influence the appearance of skin discolorations like brown spots. When estrogen levels decline, as happens with age or hormonal changes, skin can become more prone to developing hyperpigmentation. Here's how hormonal changes affect the skin. Hormonal fluctuations and melasma. One of the clearest links between hormones and brown spots is melasma, a form of pigmentation that often appears during pregnancy, a condition called the mask of pregnancy, or in individuals using oral contraceptives. These dark patches on the skin are triggered by increased levels of estrogen and progesterone, estrogen and collagen production. Estrogen helps regulate collagen and elastin in the skin. When estrogen levels drop, the skin may lose some of its firmness and elasticity, leading to thinner skin that is more vulnerable to UV damage. UV rays can trigger the overproduction of melanin, resulting in sunspots and age spots. Inflammation and pigmentation. Hormonal changes, especially during perimenopause and menopause, can also increase skin's sensitivity to inflammation, which is a key factor in the development of pigmentation issues. Conditions like acne or skin irritation can lead to post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation (P), where the skin darkens after it heals. Does wild yam cream directly target brown spots? While wild yam cream may help balance hormones and improve overall skin health, direct evidence linking wild yam to fading brown spots is limited. The primary benefits of wild yam in skincare are hydration, soothing inflammation, and supporting hormonal balance. However, if hormonal fluctuations are contributing to your brown spots, for example in the case of melasma or age spots, wild yam may be a helpful part of a broader skincare regimen focused on hormonal health. For directly targeting brown spots, other ingredients such as vitamin C, niacinamide, alpha-hydroxy acids (AHAs), retinoids, and licorice extract are often more effective at reducing pigmentation. However, wild yam's supporting role in hormone regulation, skin hydration, and overall skin health may make it a beneficial addition to a comprehensive skincare routine. Conclusion: wild yam, with its phytoestrogenic effects, may offer indirect benefits for brown spots and overall skin health, particularly when hormone imbalances, for example, during menopause or pregnancy, are contributing to hyperpigmentation. While wild yam itself doesn't directly target melanin production or pigmentation, its ability to support hormonal balance, reduce inflammation, and promote skin hydration can help improve the skin's overall appearance and resilience to pigmentation issues. If you're dealing with brown spots and suspect hormonal changes may be at play, wild yam may be a helpful natural option to include in your skincare regimen. However, for significant reduction of brown spots, it's important to combine wild yam with other targeted treatments designed to address hyperpigmentation directly. Always consult with a dermatologist for personalized skincare advice, especially if you're experiencing persistent or severe pigmentation issues.